Happy Halloween, everyone. Uh, haven't really been paying much attention to my plants because I've more or less been getting to that point of tossing them. Um, as you can tell, this thing is kind of giving up the ghost and kind of wanting to be alive and kind of wanting to kill itself and oh, geez. Here we go. Get that one out of there. Get that one out of there. This is what we're down to since the last video. Sorry about my camera work here. I'm trying to trim out some more of these last little branches. Just so I can personally see what's left here myself and worth salvaging. Ugh. Nope, dropped my scissors. Give me a second here. Alright. Okay, so I'm back. Yeah, so this is what's remaining. Okay, that's a branch that got tucked somehow. That one actually don't look bad. There's a little dangly down here, real thin and scraggly. Got a couple of offshoots. I mean, I don't know. It's my daughter's flower, more or less, and so I don't want to call it a loss. This guy looks like he's about to fall off and turn crap into like these. So I mean, I don't know what to do. This is the main one that seems to be affected by the gnats that I have, or fruit flies, or whatever the heck they are. So this one apparently is not wanting to die, more or less. Besides the ones that did, those must have been the weaklings, survival of the fittest, or something. Because I haven't watered this thing. I think I gave it like, I don't know, 2-3 shots of water in the last since the last video, I believe, because even then I was just kind of like, oh, we're going to see what's going to happen, and I didn't want to waste a bunch of supplement and stuff on it for it to die. But I'm not certain what I want to do with this guy. Because this one was the one that was most affected by, again, most affected by the gnats. It seemed my ahi was a secondary target. And now we still have some, but I don't see them flying around here. I don't notice, that same issue I was having with the bugs around all the leaves constantly. But I think a lot of that too is coming down to the fact that I don't even know, to tell you the truth. Probably just the fact that the plant's dying. I didn't repot this guy. I don't think. Oh, I just seen a gnat fly up and out, so they're staying in the middle. Trying to get down to the moisture. Probably, and that's why I'm not seeing them, is because they're all down in the flippin' center in that giant crater of a hole around the roots for some reason. So I don't know. I think this one will just buy a new one and start over. Because, I mean, this thing originally it was, I'm talking tall. You could hide a basketball in the center of this thing almost. And now it's looking so disturbingly sick. But at the same time, I mean, after only getting that little bit of water in the last couple days here, it's surprisingly still green on the ends that are green. So, I mean, I kind of want to risk it, but I don't like the bug problem. And I mean, I'm seeing some new sprouts here and there. Let's see if I can focus in on one here. Like, right. Yeah, right about there is a new green leaf coming out on the stem. But the ones that have been doing that as of recent, as you can tell, I mean, they're turning yellow more or less and dying. And so, I don't know what the heck this thing is doing, or whether I should let it live, or just end its misery, or I don't know. Maybe someone out there who has a little more experience with flowers or flower specific could help. But I will be right back with you here as we talk about the ahi. Okay, so first thing, I don't know what the heck this is, but I keep attempting to get rid of it, and it keeps reappearing, and I get rid of it, and it reappears, and I get rid of it, and it reappears, and it's all over the entire flippin' water. See if I can get any kind of decent view of it with a focus here. I mean, it looks like individual tiny balls in the camera, and that's exactly what it looks like when you get down to it. It looks like somebody dumped a bunch of tiny little like white foam beads all across the top of my water. And I can't tell if it's because we figured out we have a mold issue in our apartment. And I can't tell if it's that type of mold and it's just spreading on the top of the excess runoff water or what. But it's very irritating. And then if you come back and kind of look around the corner here, you can see where it's created a film on top, an actually solid film, and then you can see where some of the water, when it's moved, is kind of like poking through. I mean, it's, yeah, whatever it is, it's not the greatest. So that's what I was talking about, probably cleaning and dumping this and disinfecting it. And this is what's remaining of the ghost of the ahi. I mean, like I said, plant, stem, everything great. But not much for leaf growth. Nothing really new anymore. It just kind of stalled out on me. These guys, this was within a couple of hours of my last video, it had done that guy right there, but then it stopped. Same with these guys down here. They were, originally on the last video, you could just barely see them. And then a couple of hours later, by the time I got home from work, I mean, boom. And now they're starting to curl up and brown on all the edges. And this one I've been watering pretty regularly. I mean, besides the other one, and this is my channel I got right here, just to go straight down to the bucket. This is just above. I want to say that the pot in here now goes all the way to the exact bottom, so this gives me about 1 inch of water level in the bottom of it. All in all, I've been trying to let the dirt dry out and see if that would have any effect on them. And I think that might be why the plant is kind of doing what it's doing. And it looks relatively dry on camera, but if you were here, it still kind of looks like mud. And then, so I mean, it's just confounding what's going on. I'm losing a couple more branches down in here. This guy I'll probably have to end up cutting at the crotch, or maybe just take it out in general, because there was these little leaves you can kind of see here, and then down here again, but they're not quite doing anything anymore, so I don't know if it's going to be a slow returner. And I mean, I really just want to toss it and start over. I've got so many seeds that I could just start a new healthy plant. But I've also, this is my first ahi plant, and so there's some memories with it, and I don't want to let the ghost go yet, but at the same time, I mean, you can even see some of the top branches here are starting to really dry out, and they're starting to yellow a bit, and leaves are disappearing. And so, I mean, besides the main branch or the main stem looking all right, I'm more or less thinking that this will probably be the last video with the Purple Garden Mum and this ahi lemon drop. Hopefully over the weekend here or something, I can get all these guys cleaned up and get some new red solo cups started. And then you'll see them all sitting in the pan there. Hopefully without all that mold, since they'll be in their own self-sealing containers, more or less. So, I don't know. We'll see what happens. Thanks for watching, guys.